Regression to the mean. Applying the concept in counseling. 1. Understanding regression to the mean. Regression to the mean refers to the natural tendency for extreme events or outcomes to move closer to the average over time. This means that unusually high or low results are often followed by more typical results, regardless of intervention. For example, a client might feel better after a particularly bad week, simply because things tend to return to normal, attributing the improvement solely to an external intervention, like therapy or medication. In counseling, understanding this bias helps manage expectations, ensures proper attribution of progress, and fosters realistic views about the impact of interventions. 2. How regression to the mean is useful in counseling. Promotes realistic expectations. Helps clients understand that fluctuations are natural and not always indicative of progress or failure. Encourages long-term thinking. Reduces overemphasis on temporary highs or lows, focusing instead on consistent, sustainable growth. Supports balanced attribution. Encourages clients to recognize the interplay between interventions and natural changes over time. 3. Practical application in counseling. A. Identifying regression to the mean. Activity: what's changed over time? Ask clients to track and reflect on patterns of extreme highs and lows. Was this situation an outlier? What's the usual pattern you've noticed? Example: a client might feel discouraged after a dip in motivation following an initial burst of progress in therapy. Explore whether this dip is part of a normal fluctuation rather than a failure. Counselor's role: help clients understand that progress is rarely linear and that natural variations are part of the process. B. Reframing extreme outcomes. Exercise. Focus on the average. Encourage clients to look at trends over time rather than isolated peaks or troughs. How do things look when you consider the bigger picture? What's your baseline and how can we build from there? Example: a client celebrating significant improvement in mood after a bad week might explore how to sustain progress while acknowledging the natural ebb and flow of emotions. Managing expectations. Teach clients to set realistic goals and avoid attributing all progress or setbacks to external factors. What role do you think time played in this change? How can we build on this improvement to ensure it's sustainable? Example: a client seeking rapid weight loss might focus on healthy habits that lead to steady progress, recognizing that initial results may taper off naturally. 4. Detailed tips for application. Normalize fluctuations. Discuss how life naturally involves highs and lows, and that returning to an average state is a normal process. Encourage patience. Reinforce the importance of long-term commitment rather than reacting to temporary extremes. Promote consistency. Help clients focus on small, steady actions that contribute to overall improvement rather than dramatic changes. Share 5 examples. Mental health counseling. A client might feel therapy isn't working because a good week was followed by a bad one. Work on recognizing patterns and focusing on gradual progress over time. Relationship counseling. A couple may attribute improvements in communication to a single session, overlooking the natural tendency for conflicts to wax and wane. Guide them to focus on consistent effort. Career counseling. A client discouraged after an initial boost in productivity fades can learn to build sustainable work habits rather than expecting constant peak performance. 6. Integrating regression to the mean techniques into a course of treatment. Initial sessions introduce the concept of regression to the mean and discuss how it applies to the client's experiences and expectations. Midway through counseling, use journaling or tracking tools to help clients identify patterns over time and separate natural fluctuations from meaningful change. Ongoing work. Reinforce realistic goal setting and attribution, helping clients focus on steady progress rather than reacting to outliers. Outcome measurement. Assess whether clients develop a more balanced understanding of their progress and manage expectations effectively. Has 7. Conclusion. Regression to the mean can distort how clients perceive progress or setbacks, leading to over- or underestimation of external influences. In counseling, Addressing this bias helps clients understand natural fluctuations, set realistic goals, and focus on consistent, sustainable growth. By fostering long-term thinking and balanced attribution, counselors empower clients to navigate highs and lows with greater resilience and clarity.